Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making Salisbury steak meatloaf and loaded potato wedges in a Ninja Combi. Alright, I'm starting out in a large bowl. I have roughly 2 pounds of ground beef. And today I'm going to crack in a large egg. And my hands wipe. I'm going to put in some Worcestershire sauce. Probably about 3 or 4 tablespoons. Just going to give it a good beefy flavor. I'm going to add in a half of an onion I diced up fine and a half of a red bell pepper I diced up fine. Now I'm using plain panko breadcrumb. You can also use plain breadcrumb. You don't want to use Italian seasoned breadcrumb for this. I'm going to put in about 1/4 cup. And I'm going to add in some salt and pepper. I'm going to go for about teaspoon and a half of salt. We want this well seasoned. And about 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, a little more. I'm going to get in here and get this all mixed together. Alright, now in my pan that came with the Combi, I'm going to divide my ground beef into 2 loaves. Excuse me. And I'm just going to form it in the loaves. And we're going to place this down into the Combi pan. And I'm going to set these aside just for now. Right now in that large bowl I mixed the meatloaf in, I washed it and I diced up some red and yellow potatoes into wedges. That's probably about 3 pounds. You can make according to your family size. I'm going to put some olive oil over them. Just enough to coat them. And I'm going to take some of my McCormick's Himalayan pink salt, black pepper, and garlic seasoning. Dump that in. Also has onion powder, red bell pepper, has all the good stuff in there. And I'm going to get in here and I'm going to toss this around with my hands. Get it good and mixed together. And to the pan that came with the Ninja Combi, the other pan, I'm going to dump these potatoes out on here. And I'm going to hit them with a little more seasoning after I wash my hands. Alright, now that I have my pans loaded in here, and in my meatloaf pan, I'll put just a little bit of water in the bottom. That's going to help keep the meatloaf moist, and it's going to create the steam we need to cook in it. So I'm going to close my door, and up top the switch you can't see, it's on air fry. I'm going to set it to Combi cooker. I'm going to turn this on. Now we're set at Combi cooker, but I'm going to move my temperature down to 350. And I'm going to set my time for 30 minutes. I'll check it periodically to see if the meatloaf's done and make sure that the potatoes don't burn. Alright, my potato wedges went for 20 minutes, and halfway through I went and turned them over. See how nice and golden brown they are and are getting tender. I'm going to put some shredded cheddar cheese on these. Now you can load your potato wedges with whatever you like. That's what I'm using. Some nice cheese all over them so they're nice and cheesy. That sounded cheesy, that explanation I gave. And I'm going to take some real bacon bits and I'm going to sprinkle some of them over top of the potato wedges. And my meatloaf's just about done. We're going to let it go a little longer while we put these potato wedges back in to melt the cheese and heat that bacon up, because those bacon bits will put off some oils as they heat up and get even more flavorful. So I'm going to get this back in the Combi just for a few minutes, melt that cheese, get them bacon bits going. Then I'm going to pull them out of there and set them aside while we finish the meatloaf up. Alright, my potato wedges are done. They went for probably about 2 or 3 minutes, didn't take long. I'm going to let them set aside. I'm going to take that meatloaf and move it up to the top slot and let it brown under the air fryer for the last 2 or 3 minutes it has to cook. Alright, my meatloaf's done. I took it out and put it on a plate. My potato wedges are done. Let's go ahead and fix up a plate and see what we got. Went ahead and I put some gravy over the Salisbury steak meatloaf, because what's Salisbury steak without gravy? Put some parsley on the meatloaf to garnish it, and some fresh green onion on the potato wedges. Let me start with this meatloaf, guys. It's going to be moist because when I cut into it was really moist. Well seasoned, tastes like Salisbury steak. The green pepper and the Worcestershire sauce is what really gives it the flavor. Has that delicious brown gravy on there. Try a potato wedge. Crispy, tender, creamy inside, cheesy. You get that bacon and the green onion. Salisbury steak meatloaf with gravy and loaded potato wedges in a Ninja Combi. Thanks for watching and supporting me. Remember, love what you eat and eat what you love.